There's a good chance thousands of you started every day with her. 96.3 WDVD radio personality Allyson Martinek. But 2 weeks ago, her familiar voice vanished from the airwaves, and no one was more surprised than Allyson. For a year or so, I did a weekly segment on her radio show, so I was the only TV reporter she agreed to talk to about what happened and what happens next.
96.3 WDVD.
Allyson Martinek is used to spending the morning talking to her fans, but not like this.
I am just overwhelmed and deeply touched. Hold on, because I got emotional. Deeply touched by your messages.
After 20 years at 96.3 on the radio dial, 2 weeks ago, Allyson was suddenly and unceremoniously let go. What happened?
Well, sometimes radio stations go in a different direction, and you don't go with that direction. You don't go with that direction.
But that wasn't your choice.
No, it wasn't.
For her entire 20-year career, Allyson's been at the same station, surviving 3 call letter changes, countless formats, and more managers than she can remember.
Justin Bieber is going to have to explain his fascination with the one Kim Kardashian.
The Blaine and Allyson show on WDVD for 10 years has consistently performed well in the competitive morning radio race, but ratings have slipped in the last couple of years, and Allyson is apparently taking the fall for it.
I can only guess that their ideas are that this will help. That this will make the ratings where they used to be.
Allyson admits she's still a little in shock, drifting through her days watching TV, walking the dog, and answering fans who've reached out on Facebook and email. A lot of fans.
And I'm going to try to say this without getting emotional, except I just did. Especially since the outpour from the listeners. That blew my mind.
A quick check of Allyson's Facebook page, and scattered among all the cat videos, you'll find hundreds of fans angry Allyson was fired.
You know, I've worked here for a long time, and maybe it's just because it's happening to me, but I just don't remember ever seeing people mobilize like this, and that's why I, in addition to feeling sorry for myself, I just feel like I'm letting a really large group of people down.
And what does her on-air partner of 10 years, Blaine Fowler, have to say about all this? Well, she says they haven't talked. They haven't talked?
No.
That might surprise people.
Yeah, it might. It feels like it's been so long, but, you know, I guess it was just maybe 2 weeks ago, even though it feels like a lifetime ago. So maybe it's just when the dust settles kind of thing. I don't know. You know, it's all very complicated when it's not just about you two and there's other entities involved.
A salesperson apparently didn't have a house or something at that time and decided to shower in there. And
although Blaine will talk about anything on the radio, he won't talk about this, referring my questions to corporate offices in Atlanta. He did tell me, though, he called Allyson right after she was fired, but she hasn't called him back. For Allyson, it's not the loss of a job that has hurt the most, it's losing her listeners.
My connection with the listeners. I mean, that's a lot of different memories because it's every single time it happened, but that's what means the most to me is that connection that we had and that we'll have again.
But until the dust settles, Allyson spends her time staying connected to her fans, answering emails, and making YouTube videos.
Yesterday, a killer video of me making a sandwich for Warren. That is a not miss video. I'm gonna sandwich my man. So I thought this was interesting, like this would be an interesting... You know, the one thing you worry about is this can't be over. I mean, I'm not qualified to do anything else. I still see myself as a morning personality and doing what it is I did. You know, I don't see myself in any other role. So I hope to be setting that alarm clock again.
20 years on the air in one station, changing names and call letters, but one station for 20 years. And she says she was blindsided. Matter of fact, when she was told, she says, I remember leaving the station, I remember walking in my door at home.
It's so tough, but you know what? We wish you good luck. Keep your chin up, and you know something else will come.
We hear there's going to be some
when
protests.
When one door closes, another door opens.
She says he's heard that so many times. We've heard there's going to be a protest. We're checking that out, and if it happens, we'll let you know what that results in.
All right, but right now, let's switch.